Honorable Besigye, would it not have made more sense for the opposition to unite and field a joint candidate, possibly with you as the presidential candidate and Bobi Wine supporting you on that?
But it's never easy to have a pre-election coalition, especially when there is no unanimity in the definition of the problem. Then they see other groups as competitors, as competitors for the same office. Now that makes it difficult to have one sort of movement against the government.
Any advice to Bobi Wine? He now finds himself under house arrest. After most of the other elections, you also are under house arrest. He has some decisions he needs to make. What advice would you give him?
Well, I'm afraid I wouldn't have much advice, because if I had, I would have used it myself when I was in a similar situation. But I think the advice I would give is to his supporters, more than to him, to appreciate that the challenge we have in this country is huge and cannot be sorted by any one person, one leader, one formation, one group, that we all as citizens desirous of change, we all need to rally and continue the struggle.
Dr. Besigye, the country hasn't had internet access for the last 4 days. In your view, in terms of losses, what does that look like?
Huge, 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 very huge. Not just to the economy, but to many, many aspects of life. The internet now plays a central role in nearly every aspect of life. You know, if you go to a doctor, and I am a doctor, quite often I will check the internet, what is the latest in this situation, what are the complications bound to, you know, because I don't have to keep all this and I would not know what has happened in the US, so it's very, very pervasive, the kind of influence. So the losses are huge.
Dr. Besigye, power is a strange thing. Everybody's looking for it. How sure are we that if you had gotten into power those many years ago, you wouldn't be doing the same things you're accusing His Excellency the President of?
I can tell you that I would be different. But the question is, how would anybody believe what I say? And I'm telling you that it's not possible. Certainly, I cannot believe what anybody says in politics, that's what they will do. And that is why my energy in politics is not so much to become a leader, but to have an empowered population to check a leader. The guarantor for good governance is the population, not the leader. Leaders will always say there are all kinds of, and also I am, you know, experienced enough to know that human nature is inherently selfish. And therefore, to deliver public goods and deliver them equitably, you need pressures or demands that cause you to do that. That it's not your goodness that causes you to deliver to the public. No, it shouldn't.